Your printer refuses to work. Not because it's broken, not because it lacks ink, but because your credit card expired. The machine sitting on your desk, the one you paid for in full, has become a hostage to a monthly ransom. Welcome to Flawless Glitch. This isn't science fiction. It's happening in millions of homes right now. That printer, your car's heated seats, even your baby's bassinet. They all come with invisible chains attached. Chains made of code, enforced by law, and paid for monthly until you die or give up. The average American bleeds money through subscriptions. The number, nearly $300 every single month. The projection, over $3,500 annually vanishing into corporate coffers for services many don't even remember signing up for. Yet when asked, most people underestimate their subscription spending by at least $100. We become so accustomed to the slow drain that we can't even feel it anymore. The subscription model itself isn't the villain here. Newspapers pioneered it in the 1400s, offering readers convenience and publishers predictable revenue. Everyone won. Cable television expanded the concept in 1948, bringing clearer signals for a reasonable fee. Netflix revolutionized it in 2007, giving us unlimited entertainment without physical media cluttering our homes. These subscriptions provided genuine value, convenience, access, freedom from ownership burdens. But something shifted. The transformation began with a company called Salesforce at the turn of the millennium. They didn't sell software in boxes anymore. Instead, they rented access to it, month by month, forever. Wall Street loved it. Salesforce's initial public offering became 2004's top performer. Microsoft watched and learned. Office 365 launched in 2010, and revenue jumped by nearly 70%. Adobe went all in with Creative Cloud in 2013. Their subscriptions multiplied 16 times over, driving the company to a $200 billion valuation. The math reveals the trap. Photoshop once cost $700 upfront. Expensive, yes, but yours forever. Today's subscription runs $263 annually. Sounds cheaper until you realize that after just 2.5 years, you've paid more than the old purchase price. After 5 years, you've paid double. After 10, the calculation becomes painful. Yet the software barely changes. Word processors haven't fundamentally evolved since 2006. Photo editors add a filter here, a tool there, nothing revolutionary. The value proposition has inverted. Customers pay more for less. Then the infection spread beyond our screens. Manufacturing advances made it cheap to embed chips and wireless connections into everything. Your refrigerator talks to the internet. Your toothbrush needs firmware updates. Your car downloads patches like a smartphone. Companies marketed these as smart products, promising convenience and features that would transform daily life. Reality tells a different story. Smart appliances break faster than their dumb predecessors. Research shows most people ignore the fancy features after the novelty wears off. Software bugs turn helpful devices hostile. Cars lock their owners out after failed updates. Refrigerators refuse to work with third-party water filters. Printers, those notorious rebels, reject ink cartridges that dare to come from unauthorized suppliers. The control mechanism has a name: software tethering. A tiny chip in your ink cartridge phones home to headquarters. Miss a payment, the ink stops flowing. Cancel your subscription, those cartridges you bought become plastic waste. The physical object in your home obeys a distant corporate master, not you. Car manufacturers push the boundaries of audacity. BMW tried charging $18 monthly for heated seats already built into the vehicle. The hardware exists, installed and ready, but software locks it away until you pay. Tesla demands $10 monthly for full navigation features. Mercedes wants $1,200 yearly for faster acceleration, plus $16 monthly for dash cam access, plus $35 yearly for remote starting. They'll even help you find your stolen Mercedes, but that costs extra too. The absurdity peaks when you realize you're paying twice. First, for the physical components when you buy the product, then monthly for permission to use what you already purchased. Imagine buying gasoline, then paying separately for the right to burn it. The comparison sounds ridiculous only because we haven't been conditioned to accept it yet. Beyond cars, the tentacles reach everywhere. The SNOO smart bassinet, helping parents rock their babies to sleep, demands a subscription to unlock its full potential. Price tag, over $1,500 for the hardware, then monthly fees on top. The Oura Ring, tracking your health metrics, costs hundreds up front, then charges monthly for insights into your own biological data. Security cameras, smart doorbells, alarm clocks, all holding their full functionality hostage. These aren't subscriptions in any traditional sense. Netflix provides ongoing access to changing content. Spotify streams millions of songs you don't own. But a heated seat? An ink cartridge? These objects exist physically, unchanging, requiring no ongoing service. The subscription adds nothing except a toll booth between you and your property. Companies deploy psychological warfare to maintain this system. Free trials automatically convert to paid memberships, catching the forgetful. Cancellation processes hide behind labyrinthine menus, phone calls, and retention specialists trained to exhaust your willpower. Dark patterns, those deliberately confusing interface designs, make unsubscribing feel like defusing a bomb while blindfolded. Regulatory responses emerged as consumer frustration mounted. The Federal Trade Commission implemented click-to-cancel rules requiring cancellation processes to match subscription ease. Companies face potential thousands in penalties per violation. The FTC actively pursues cases against Adobe and Amazon for deceptive subscription practices. Consumer advocacy groups push for expanded regulations addressing software tethering specifically. Market pressures produce some reversals. HP announced phasing out instant ink following customer criticism. BMW abandoned heated seat subscriptions after widespread mockery. Keurig removed authentication from coffee pots. These retreats suggest consumer resistance can influence corporate strategy when sufficiently organized and vocal. The transformation raises questions about ownership in digital economies. Subscription businesses grow nearly 4 times faster than traditional companies. Apple's subscription revenue reached $24 billion, growing 14% annually, becoming their fastest expanding segment. Investors value predictable, recurring revenue over one-time sales, incentivizing subscription conversion across industries. Current trends suggest continued expansion of subscription models into physical goods. However, consumer awareness grows alongside regulatory scrutiny. The Federal Trade Commission strengthens enforcement mechanisms. State legislatures consider right to repair laws that could limit software tethering. European regulations often preview American policy directions, and EU authorities show increasing skepticism towards subscription requirements for physical products. The economic impact extends beyond individual consumers. Small businesses face escalating software subscriptions for previously purchased tools. Educational institutions budget increasing amounts for digital subscriptions. The cumulative effect transfers wealth from purchasers to corporations through recurring revenue streams that didn't exist 2 decades ago. Understanding these mechanisms helps consumers make informed decisions. Auditing existing subscriptions often reveals forgotten or underutilized services. Choosing traditional products over smart alternatives when possible avoids future subscription requirements. Supporting companies that sell rather than rent products encourages market alternatives. The subscription economy will likely persist for genuine services. Streaming entertainment, cloud storage, and similar offerings provide ongoing value through changing content or maintain infrastructure. The extension into physical products represents a different phenomenon, one that challenges traditional concepts of ownership and property rights. Recognition of these distinctions helps navigate an increasingly subscription-based marketplace while maintaining financial awareness and consumer autonomy. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you for watching.